Hello everyone, it's Miss Psychic D back again to offer you all some mass conscious psychic insight. I don't know how this is going to go. Just while I was preparing the cards and everything like that, I can feel a really strong pull between what's happening on a mass conscious level and what's actually happening spiritually, and the disconnection is so strong for me. I don't want to use the word struggle, but I'm going to have to really do my damnedest to get some good messages out today, because the pull that this world, this plane has at the moment is very strong. I feel like it's very thick. It's very weighted down. I try not to spend as much time or any time on social media and stuff like that unless I'm posting for work or something of that nature. But even just like walking around and stuff like that, it's just I can feel the energy and like a separation kind of thing, and it's really difficult. So yeah, if you are in lockdown like I am for the next 7 days, hopefully only 7 days, my thoughts are with you. Please use this time wisely. Please count your blessings. Please do everything that you can so you don't get sucked into the stupidness that this is. So that'd be great. Yeah, so this reading is going to be really interesting if I'm honest, because the only way I can explain it is I feel like the light workers are being seriously outnumbered. But yeah, I'll do my best. All right, I'm just going to get stuck straight into it. I am posting this on a Sunday, not a Monday, because I have a day full of readings. So thank you to everyone who has booked in with me. I think I'm going to be too readed out to do this video tomorrow. So yeah, let's get it a day early. Excellent. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, commented, liked, shared, done everything with these videos, because at the end of the day, it's your energy I'm reading for, because I'm an energy reader. If you do stumble across this, I hope there's a message in that for you too. The information is going to be very general, so if it doesn't fit your life, that's okay. It's not meant to be. I do offer live readings on the Spiritual Events Directory page every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. So you're more than welcome to go over and join our community over there. There's heaps of other wonderful readers on there, all trying to do something to create a shift on this planet. That's for sure. All right, without further ado, I'm going to ask Spirit to use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer the Mass Conscious Collective some messages that you feel we need to know right now. Spirit, what do the seekers on this planet need to know right now? What's some guidance we can have? We'll take it. Thank you very much. All right, as you can see, some flew out while I was shuffling. This was the first card that came out in the Spiritual Events Directory page on Thursday night as well. And we all need to know that we are good enough. The main message I'm getting with that is to find peace with your choices and your decisions in your life. I think that's what the biggest resistance, tug and pull, and it's like I'm doing what I want, but I'm being harassed for it, so to speak. We all know what that topic is about. I would really spend from this moment forth really coming into your own, knowing that you are the creator of your own reality. You can make your own choices. You need to stand in your conviction about that. You need to stop entertaining conflict, so to speak. Please, if someone disagrees with something that you're doing, something that you're saying, how you're reacting, how you're behaving, the choices that you're making, anything of that nature, please take the higher ground, step up into your higher power and say, I value your opinion, but we're going to have to agree to disagree. I'm doing what's best for me and my family. So it is a time at the moment to soothe these energies, to really stand in your own power and stand by your own conviction and respect other people's choices, but most of all, respect yourself, because you are good enough, and we should stop allowing other people to sway us in the opposite or make us feel bad or guilty or something because it doesn't suit them. So we do have adjustments are required as well. So this came out on Thursday as well. So we are going to have to make some adjustments to our life. If you are placed in a situation that is not of your calling, it's not your choice, especially when it's government or legal or medical issues or something that's not sort of anything that we have control over, it's really important that you adjust your own energy to find peace and contentment with that. Look, I don't want to be in lockdown either. I don't want a lot of things myself. But at the end of the day, I choose my own health and well-being, and especially my mental health. So I just choose to see it as it is. It is what it is. And I'm going to have to make some adjustments to accommodate this so we can get past this and and move on with our lives, so to speak. I keep getting this word, and I've got it for weeks and weeks, something being illuminated, something coming to light. I feel like this is on a higher level. So this is probably why a lot of intuitives and people like myself, or if you are sensitive, I feel like you are getting a calling, a nudge, a pull in a certain direction on a spiritual sense. So it's time to, they just told me the words, heighten your awareness. It's time to step into your awareness. So it's about taking that time out to meditate and maybe discover what your gifts are. I don't think you find them. I think they're already there. You just need to birth them from you. But it's definitely a time for a bit more higher awareness, a bit of learning, a bit of knowing. But please know that you are good enough, and we are still all on individual levels having to make some sort of adjustments, especially when choices and decisions are being made on behalf of us, which makes us feel like we're losing our freedom, so to speak. So that actually kind of makes sense, and I'm actually feeling a little bit better now. I love reading when I get into this 5D reality, when I get in touch with spirit, because they just make everything feel so much better. Yes, they do. Look at that. A new start is coming. So I've been predicting this around September-ish. I feel like there's going to be a new dawn, a new day, an evolution of some sort. I actually had a funny day yesterday, because I'm sort of sitting there thinking, Spirit, you're getting me to come on here, and I'm sharing your message, and I'm getting everyone pepped up, and I'm getting everyone excited, and I'm getting, I'm saying there's going to be this change, and we don't know what it is, and yet on our physical level, we're sitting there and going, more closures, more this, more that. And it feels like we're being dumped on. So this, because I said, don't make me look like a hypocrite. Like, don't make me look like a goose in front of everybody. But they just said, your seed will be planted. All we're asking you is to place that seed of hope, because as healers, we're just trying to raise the vibration of this planet in any which way that we can. And if I can be a catalyst for that, even if it's just for a handful of people, just so that a handful of people stay hopeful and optimistic, and they learn new skills to be able to manage their mental health and their physical health and their spiritual well-being, all that sort of stuff, then that's all I have to do. So I found a bit of peace in that. So when it does come to all the messages that I share from spirit, please use your own discernment. When we don't come and pee in your pockets and try to lure you into a false sense of security. I got a bit agitated on Friday night, I think it was, over the last couple of days. I said, if the mass conscious collective would do their fucking work and start shifting their energies into a higher vibration, and even if that higher vibration it is what it is. We can't do much about it. Let's just enjoy where we are, be here and now, and do all that sort of stuff. Honestly, what's going on in the planet will soothe, it'll ease, but like I say, I can lead the horse to the water, but I can't make him drink, can I? So from a human sense, I get a bit frustrated on that level, but at the end of the day, the only person I have control over is myself. So I'm enjoying cooking with my boys and enjoying some nice meals, rearranging the house, starting writing more of my self-scripts to pop them on my website soon. There's so many other things that you guys can do other than the whinging, the bitching, the moaning, the groaning, and all that sort of stuff. So I feel like with this new start, they just told me fairness. So I feel like some fairness is going to come from somewhere. We've got the answers we need are coming. This come out on Thursday as well. See, Spirit just won't budge. Look how many cards I have in the deck, and the same cards keep coming out. The same message keeps coming out, regardless of what platform I'm reading on. The answers we need are coming. Something's going to be illuminated. We need to start understanding this and knowing this within our core, that there is a higher purpose for this. It's up to us to find it as individuals. We need to break the chain. We just need to make some adjustments so we can live a bigger, better, fuller life, doing things the old way. I feel like a lot of old cycles are breaking, whether it's for you as an individual or as the world, as a mass conscious. I do. I feel like they're working, spirit are really guiding everyone to break some cycles and stuff like that, but there's so much resistance that, what do I say to that? There's just so much resistance. What else we got here? A time for healing. You know what? At the end of the day, if I can guide you as an individual, I can't tell everybody what to do or whatever, but if you're watching this and you believe in my work with spirit and you really want better for yourself, now is a time for healing. And the way that you heal is to acknowledge life as being as it is, soften and soothe that energy for yourself, and choose to want better for yourself. Choose to go, you know what, I am here where I am. There's 101 things that I can do right now. How about I shift my focus off this and start doing that? I'm not talking about the deep-seated traumas that people have that may need a psychologist or a counselor or something like that. Obviously, you need to sought professional help for that sort of stuff. But and hey, if these help you, that's cool too, because I know a lot of people, I've worked with a lot of people with mental health complaints that actually benefit from this kind of work. But if you need Reiki healing, because it's just telling me once again, knowledge is power. So you need to learn something new. That's part of this, adjustments are required. We need to learn something new. We need to step into that healing vibration rather than being part of the problem and part of the curse and part of the issue and all that sort of stuff. Because what that's actually doing is that a lot of you are fit and healthy right now, but you're so focused on all this shit that's going down on a mass conscious because the media is just pumping it out like no tomorrow. I'm not even going to touch the subject, but you know what I'm talking about. It's going to cause you physical dis-ease. You know, it's going to make you unwell, whether it's a headache, whether it's nausea, whether it's aches and pains, whether it's worse. You know, you need to start making the adjustments so you guys can step into this healing energy, which is being filtered down from the universe as we speak. I did a massive healing on, I think I might start doing regularly on my Facebook page because I had to do it because there's so many people calling out for help, so to speak. So get amongst groups, get amongst people who are doing it, get amongst the healers that know what they're doing and they're channeling this energy for you. Be part of that. Look at that. We've got the end of a tough cycle approaches. The same cards keep coming out. Go back and watch all my other videos. I can't shift the message. I'm going to go with this journey anyway because I believe in spirit and what they have to say. But if you are going through a hard time right now, and if you do make some adjustments and accept some healing and understand that there's going to be a rebirth, there's going to be a rejuvenation, there's going to be a total break in this cycle. And the only way you can break a cycle is to do something new. All of us as individuals need to do something new. And as a mass conscious collective together, that's how we'll get unity. That's how we'll all come together. And that's how shit's going to get better, pretty much. We've got show the world the real you. So, yeah, like I say, right at the beginning, you are good enough. You need to stand in your power right now and stand by your own morals, convictions, values, and honor that, but respect that other people have their own as well. And also, if you're thinking, if you've got a new idea, if you've got something else that you're wanting to do right now, please know that the energy is ripe and just focus on your self-worth. Go in Google, how do I increase my self-worth? If that's really a thing for you, and find different ways of doing it. We need to make these adjustments. We really do. And communication is key. So it's about communicating positively and not in the debate form, not in the I'm right, you're wrong, world shit, this is that, blah, blah, blah. We need to start communicating more effectively. Speak your truth, so to speak. Avoid debates and just say, we have to agree to disagree. We just have to agree. And that could be with intimate partners. It doesn't have to be this mass scale of things. We'll get into some more personalized, but that's the energy of the mass conscious energy that I'm feeling right now. So if you're amongst that, you got to do you. You really got to do you. All right, Spirit, let's chuck some wisdom of the oracles out there. Can you use the wisdom of the oracles to share a message? Yeah, that one just poked out. Look at that, the fates again. The end of a tough cycle approaches. It's a time for healing. The answers you need are coming. A new start is coming. This is fated. This is destiny. The universe are lining up your stars for you. You, honestly, guys, you've got to be very, very mindful about where your energy and your vibration is going. And how you know where that is by the way you think and the way you feel. Because all this good shit's coming for the mass conscious, for the collective, or for you as an individual, but you need to make the adjustments. You need to know you are good enough. You need to get off this banter train. Only if you're a participant. If you're not, if you're over there minding your business, this message isn't for you. But please know that there's a lot of power in the way you communicate. So some of you may need to address how you communicate, love languages, all that sort of stuff. But please know that whatever's coming is fated, it's destiny, it's set in stone. So you can go with it willingly and become the best possible version of yourself that you can, or you can keep fighting it and risk feeling uncomfortable, sick, aches and pains and all that sort of stuff. Look, buy the book. Just follow the rules right now, whether you agree with them or you disagree. Find the fun in it. Get playful with it. You know, make the adjustments that you can turn negative-based experiences into lessons, into blessings, all that sort of stuff. We really need to go by the book. And I know there's people out there doing the wrong thing purposely, but in all seriousness, they're only a very, very small portion, really. But they get so much headlights, you know, like, oh, sorry, I just got headlights in my eyes. They get so much focus. They get so much attention. They get so much, you know, hate from the mass conscious as a whole, that's just fueling this fire about what's happening with lockdowns and restrictions and all that sort of stuff. We need to just do what we can do as individuals. Stop going into that and blaming. Yes, they did the wrong thing. Yes, they, you know, they'll be dealt with and all that sort of stuff. But if it's not affecting you personally, then we would really guide you to leave it alone and just do the best with what you have and can do right now. Because this change that's coming in, and I'm telling you, 4 awesome cards of the whole Moonology. Look at that. This one literally just flipped out. We need to come back to the here and now. I would ask myself the question, what can I do right now to make my life better? What can I do right now to shift my vibration away from the crap that's going on into something better? A lot of you are transforming your own lives, whether you know it or not. That's why you're feeling a pull. That's why you're feeling the nudge to do something different, to make an adjustment, something. But a lot of you have your handbrakes on. You got your foot on the brake. It's like you're rolling, but it's painful and you're skidding there rather than flying in, going, fuck yeah, made it, so to speak. So come back to your here and now. It's funny because I took the dog for a walk earlier and Spirit keeps saying to me, make next week mindful week. Teach people how to be mindful. And the funny thing was, at the beginning of the week, since starting my own shamanic healing journey, I'm so gobsmacked because I consider myself quite a manic person. When I start something, I do it a bull out of a gate, and I do it 100 miles an hour, and I put ideas out there before my energy is even ready to, you know, participate in them, so to speak. And since doing my own shamanic healing journey, I noticed that stopped. And Spirit said, why don't you start a blog or something and call it From Manic to Mindfulness? So I think at the end of the day, for me to share that personal story with you, and if you are watching me, you obviously like attracts like, 44 power number. It's about finding new ways to be mindful. Come back to your here and now and be mindful, because you need to do it for your own health and well-being, you as an individual, so you can fill your own cup up and give back to your family. Remember what's really important. What's really important right now is your holistic well-being, what flows onto your family and, flows on from that, because who you are, there's a domino effect as a result. And they're getting really pushy with that. We do have a thinker, so it's time to get out of your head and time to get into your heart a little bit. A lot of you actually have some brilliant ideas, but there's no execution. We're not acting on it. If you have some great ideas, one of those adjustments that you can make, instead of focusing on everybody else and what they're doing and all that, is to start working on your own ideas. Start popping them out there. Just write them down. Even if you can't physically do them, just write them down. They're saying create that jigsaw piece. I'll forever sit there. I've got a scrapbook in there, and sometimes I just sit there and I'll all these things, all these new desires and that I want, I'll just pop them in there, and then after a few months I'll go back and have a look, and I can put all those little bits of a jigsaw, or I'll go, I forgot about that, I can do that now. But what the great thing is that when you're in the energy of the idea, you're actually in the energy of the solution, you're actually receiving healing, you are going to be healed, and then you'll be inspired to do something about it when the time's right. So, yeah, stop thinking so much. And if you are thinking and they're positive thoughts, write them down. Write them down for sure. We do have an unfinished symphony, so this isn't over yet. Let's just face it. But at the end of the day, you still have control over you. I keep repeating the same old thing. I won't get into that because I just did. But if you feel like, this thing's never going to end, I would really encourage you to stop that, because that's keeping this momentum going as well. I may even do a little bit of a script and I'll pop it somewhere, I don't know. But if you want to be part of this change and you want to start shifting your life for yourself, you can just sit there and say to yourself, I choose to communicate my needs more clearly. I'm going to show the world the real me from now on, because I am good enough. It is a time for healing, and the end of my tough cycle is approaching. So I'm going to come back to the here and now. I'll follow the rules. I'll go by the book, because when I do that, there's no resistance. I can choose to think and do something else. A new start is coming anyway, as the answers I need are coming. That is a different dialogue and a different vibration to what the majority are speaking about right now. So that's what I would guide you to do from now on. I think that's what Spirit are trying to say. I'll try and get a script written up tonight, and I'll pop it somewhere. I might even pop a comment under the links here, but I might do it on my Facebook page. I'm not sure. Look at that. We need to use our imaginations. When you feel restricted and you can't go there in your body, you need to go there in your mind. You need to go there in your mind anyway. Before you do anything, your thoughts create your things. So make sure that you're using your imagination for really good, juicy stuff. And we've also got to the sea. So here's that shift. It's going to be an emotional shift, and we just need to go in a new direction. A lot of us are going to go in a new direction. So you got to think about other ways that you can possibly do things. I don't know whether some people are having digestive issues as part of this disconnect from who you really are, but I just feel like I've got heartburn and stuff, and it's not mine. So that could be something that someone's experiencing as well. So quickly, some tarot on 21 minutes already. I feel like I've spat out 30,000 words. But I hope this message is making sense. I can't implore people enough to take their power back. Whatever's going on is getting way too much power. The government's got too much power. You know, I'm not going to go on about it. We do have the Six of Cups. So this is connected to the Imagine card to me. It's use your intuition and do what's right for you as an individual. Start praying, they said. Put your prayers out there, because they're going to be answered. If you do the energy work, which is focusing on your thoughts, which is not paying attention to what's not wanted, focus more on what's wanted, and summon that into being, call it into being. You're one big living human magnet. It's a law of attraction. What you put out there as an individual is going to come back. Yeah, I would start, even if you want to do a vision board, or I'd start getting those ideas down. Like I said earlier, you can do that. You'll know what it is for you. That also show me cooking, someone writing out a menu, or someone adjusting their food or something, their diet. So a lot of you may start cooking or write a cookbook or something of that nature as well. I know there's a lot of you that are probably going to be watching this, but I feel like all of you have something that you'd really like to do, whether it's make a patchwork quilt, or write a book, or do a cooking class, or learn the guitar, or this. You all want I don't care. Everybody wants something of that nature. Focus on that and do that from this moment forth, instead of how it is. And I tell you what, that's when the universe will go, here's this change, here's this rebirth, here's this regeneration, so to speak. We just all need to make those adjustments. Yep, look at that. Too many victims and not enough time. There is a spare sword here. Time to grab your sword back and stop being the victim. Stop saying that the world's out to get me, how this is affecting me. That's all problem-based energy. We all need to step into a solution-based energy. I may not be able to do that right now, and I may have to put off that bill, and I may have to contact that provider and just say, I'm sorry, but I can't work because of that, and this is whatever. Be proactive. Be proactive. Take that, because like I say in this card, I was going to say this anyway, but the storm clouds are going to be behind us soon. But the problem is that everyone's going to get sicker, and it's not because of the C word. It's going to be because they've put themselves under so much stress and duress and anger, and I'm feeling heart palpitations, and blood pressure's rising, and you know, I feel like people are going to the doctors and they're getting tested and stuff, and they can't find anything wrong. It's because their energy and their vibration is being affected by this mass conscious bullshit that is totally unnecessary. It's really unnecessary. Yes, it's real. Play by the rules. Stay home. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Do all that sort of shit. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Only you will manifest that into your experience at the end of the day. But can't we all just live a more joyful life? Can't we all just sort of sit there and go, it is what it is, and in the meantime, I'm going to do this and do that, and I know that there's understanding around me, and we'll get through this. We really will. Do it. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Families reuniting, happy families, work around the house, do whatever you need to do. We've gone through this bullshit for the last 18 months, 2 years, because the Mass Conscious Collective are going, geez, I just wish I couldn't work so much so I could spend more time with my family. Oh, I wish that I could do this and do that, all the desires and whatever it is on an individual level. And now you've got this opportunity to spend time with your family, well, majority anyway. And at the end of the day, I know it's not the same as being with people in person, but there is Zoom and there are online means and there's a telephone and there's shit like that. Once again, not exactly how you would like it to be. You'd prefer to be there in person, but that's still a choice and it's still something. But what Spirit are trying to say to me right now is that what's going on in the world right now is a result of the mass conscious calling for those sort of things. I don't want to work so much so I can spend time with my family. Done. Yep. Thoughts. Shift your thoughts. Try to gain a different perspective, guys. I'm not expecting you to go from one thing to another. In Spirit, don't expect that either. But God, how am I going to help people get from a state of pessimism and all that sort of stuff into optimism, into believing that there is something more positive around the corner of this for us, you know. Whoop. Look at that. Yep. If you are the person who's using this time to create plans and ideas and you're putting your ideas down on paper and you are doing the energy work by saying positive affirmations, using positive self-scripts, choosing something better in your now experience, whether it's a feeling, whether it's an action, whether it's a food that you're putting in your chops, whatever it is, if you're amongst that energy, you're going to go places. Whatever you're trying to create or attract into your life, that's got, like, this could be a house. This could be travel, like moving overseas or moving to a different state or something like that. This could be a new car. I just feel like it's a high ticket item and it's going to be different for everybody. But if that's you, please keep going. Allow the universe to keep taking us there at the moment, even though we can't rely on this reality, if you know what I mean. I know I'm going to keep vibrating in this, and hopefully in the next 3, 4 to 6 months, I can sit here and go, I followed my own advice and look at me now. Because I take on everything that I get in these readings myself, because I don't read for myself, so to speak. So hang in there. You can even see, like, the clouds are dissipating. That's a big word for Den. The clouds are, we are going to go into something bigger and brighter and fresher. It's kind of like when the earth is being cleansed by the rain, you know what I mean? It's like it settles all the shit that's going down. So I'm not sure what that is that's going to come in, but I feel like I've got Aboriginals and doing rain dances and stuff like that in front of me now. So they just said to me, there is mass healing happening as we speak. You are either amongst that healing energy and you're being an active participant in that, and you're letting off that positive vibe to other people, and maybe not to make them do the same, but just to influence them, because everyone wants to feel good. They want to feel as good as you. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, because we can create a new ripple effect. We certainly can. We've got the 7 of Cups. So this is praying, but I feel like your prayers are going to become your reality. I can't budge off that. If you're doing the work, you're writing this through, you're going by the book, you're making life adjustments, you're enjoying your here and now, you're appreciating things rather than scoffing things, all that sort of stuff, yep, your prayers are going to be answered, especially on a physical level. They said especially on a health level. And we do have the Knight of Swords. So this the night is very slow. We are moving in a new direction. I feel like there may be some collaborations coming up. To me, when I turned that card over, they said get amongst groups. Get amongst groups that are creating a change. Get amongst the healers, the people who are naturally out there because they want better for the planet. And get amongst the people who are doing it. Even if you don't believe it and your brain's just going, what a lot of codwash or whatever, but I'm curious. Just go and sit. Go sit in an energy of people who are doing it. And just start getting a little piece of it, so to speak. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to finish off with, what do I pick out? The Angel Therapy cards. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys come out, because I don't usually use these in spreads. So Spirit... Angels will say, angels, can you give us a message for the mass conscious, please? Tidy this up. We'll take all those because they literally want to jump out. We've got mediumship. So a lot of you, me, this could be for me, are developing your mediumship ability. So some of you are experiencing voices, messages, you're hearing things, seeing things, something on a mediumship level. The card says you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. So some of you may be seeing your loved ones in your sleep. It is a visitation, so don't doubt that. We do have books. So if you don't know how to do something, knowledge is power. Once again, learn how to better your life. Learn how to increase your self-worth. Yeah. That said, it's about you. So self-help books, let's just say that. But it also says your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. And I said that right at the beginning, didn't I? If you want to write a cookbook or you wanted to do write a book of some sort, do it. Get amongst it. You need more movement. Start singing, start dancing, start doing chants. Move your body. Shift your energy. Even if you're in lockdown, shift your energy by doing some dancing and some singing. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. Absolutely. And look at that, Ascended Masters. That's what I'm saying. People don't realize, only the healers and the people who do this shit, I suppose, would understand how strongly the Ascended Masters are here working with us right now. The healers are calling them in, but you need to be amongst that to receive it as well. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding us. Us. So there is an illumination. It is going to get better. We just need to hang in there. We need to make the own adjustments for ourselves because we are individuals having our own journey. We should all be wanting to feel better, want better for ourselves. To just go by the book for now, just do what you're told. Focus on the here and now. Whatever's here is fated. It is destined. The change we need is coming. We need to show the world the real us. Communication is going to be key. And it is a strong time for healing. So get amongst the healing energy and stop vibrating on the issues and the problems. And then you won't feel sick and you won't feel physically out of whack. Anyway, guys, I hope that made sense. Thank you so much. I will see you back. I'll see you on the Spiritual Events Directory next Thursday night at 6 o'clock. And if not, I'll see you on my Facebook page or I'll see you back here next Sunday or Monday. All right, guys. Love you so much. Bye.